Hey guys, how are y'all today? I am very excited of how my day started. I have good news. My financial aid took in place, and so it came, and I got an email this morning. So I don't have to worry about that. I'll just need to go up there and then finish the rest of my classes, and then bam, I'll be right in there. I just need to get my school ID, and I think that's pretty much it. As you can see on the title, it is more of a what is high school about and things to look out for, tips and some advice that I can give from my experience. When I was in 8th grade, actually, when I graduated during that summer, I was always kind of worried about how high school would be because people that had been to high school or were in high school had told me that, oh, it's hard, or I've always heard people say it's a struggle, or it's a hardest thing, or it'll be the biggest point of your life. So stuff like that kind of scared me and made me nervous. And I would look at videos and stuff like that just to like see how high school was, or all the other stuff. Some advice that I can give out from my experience is that high school and middle school for me really wasn't that big of a transition. It was somewhat of the same thing. Things did change, of course, in high school, but it wasn't as big of a step just from coming out of middle school straight to high school. Personal things did start to show because I guess I was getting older and puberty and all the other stuff, and things just happened. And I guess because you're getting all to that stage where you're gonna be an adult and you're going to open life, things do transition. So let's just talk about how it is being a freshman from going transitioning from middle school to a freshman in high school. Some advice that I can give you is always make sure your work is turned in. Make sure your GPA, which is a GPA, if you don't know, is grade point average. Make sure that your GPA is good. Make sure that you turn in your stuff on time. Make sure that you're always on time with everything. Make sure you do the hardest. Make sure you really thrive to pass your classes, because that stuff right there will help you in the long run when you're a senior, and especially when you want to go to college. If you didn't know, your GPA stands with you throughout high school from freshman, sophomore, junior to senior year. So that I didn't even know. Your grades that you make in freshman year will look throughout to senior. So basically everything averages, So make sure you have good grades in freshman, sophomore, junior year, and senior, and then you'll be A-okay. With me, I really was lacking on my freshman and sophomore year because I was working at the time and I was trying to get used to how it was, and it was really hard, and I had other stuff going on top of that. So then when my junior year, I kind of got the hang of it. I got a little better, and then senior year I got really good because it was like in my senior year I had early release because I had got some classes out the way. But that's off topic. So GPA, yes, that is a really serious thing to always think about. Do your schoolwork, always try to pass your classes, your STAR test, all that. STAR test I don't think has anything to do with GPA, but you just make sure that your work is always on time, and you try your hardest on that. Another thing is people you hang out with and friends. Let me go ahead and say my experience. My mom told me that your friends are not always going to be there. I thought that was just a lie. I thought I would have all my friends, we'll be all in a bunch, we'll always be cool with with each other and never have to worry about anybody splitting us up. That I was wrong. This actually even happened on my freshman year. I learned that my friends just ain't gonna be there. Because once you get older, you'll start to learn the people that you want to hang out with, and then people start to grow more. People even start to move away from schools, and then you just lose contact. So things do happen, whether good or bad. Maybe people want to move on because they feel like that crowd is more interesting than what we were, because they want to do something that they want to, do. So surround yourself with that group. I'm not saying that's the case with y'all. People do end up changing. Some people may leave, and some people may come. Things do happen. So that is one thing you can look out for. Also, make sure you hang around a lot of positive people and not negative, because positive will really get you through. Negative people will always just keep you back. They will slow you down, and you will always be like, gosh, I can't believe I just hung around with that crowd, So things do happen. Just always make sure that the people that you're hanging around with is positive people and people that you want to hang around with, I mean, could you see yourself with that same person 5 years later or something like that? Or when y'all graduate, can you see yourself with that same person? Another thing is community service and clubs and things like that. With me, I was in Key Club. Key Club was a really good organization. We just helped the community. We tried to do all types of things. We donated money to all types of charities and stuff like that, and it was pretty fun. Key Club is one of the, coolest things I've ever experienced in life. Like, it's a really cool club. I was in student council, but I really wasn't in there. I'll never say I was in student council because I was in there as senior year in the last semester when school was about to end, when prom was around from the start. So I don't want to say I was in there. But Key Club, definitely, if you could, or if you have it in your school, which I think you should, that is one good club to be in. Clubs and community service, that type of stuff really does look good on you. It can look good on your resume. Colleges really do look at that, especially universities. When you go to that type of stuff, it just shows that you are willing to put some of your time in your life to help out with something, and that's the type of stuff that they would like. Band, orchestra, I know that they also have sometimes where they go out and play they have little performances, and they do things like that. That's also a good thing. And it doesn't even have to be school related. It could be something to do with a church or anything, or you could landscape with your grandparents or something like that. I did that in the past. So that's something else. So anything that you do to have some of your time and you helping people, or you doing something that is, keep it motivating something, then that looks good on you. High school, like I say, going into high school, one thing, this is a big one. And y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. Bullying. Bullying is a factor in middle school and high school. So this kind of plays in the role of who you hang out with. I'm not gonna lie, I was bullied before. I was bullied in middle school and high school. I hung around some people that were good, but then some people that were not really good. I just hung around, so I hung around good and bad people. And it was a learning experience, and being bullied is one of the hard things that people go through in high school and also middle school. I don't want to say that you're going to get bullied or anything. I'm not going to say, your school is anti-bully, but it is one of those things that do happen. And when it comes to stuff like that, don't really let it interfere with your life. Of course, you're going to have stuff like that where it doesn't even have to be bullying. It could be somebody simply talking about you, or just any kind of drama. Stuff like that is gonna happen because humans are just humans, and we do what we do, and we do some immature stuff. We all young, and we all gonna go through it, and we all gonna go past it someday. With me, I don't really think I had any extreme thing that happened like that for me to just be like, I'm gonna kill myself or I'm gonna hurt myself. But I've been through a lot. But that was simply because I put myself in stupid situations, and I learned from it. And I don't regret anything. When I was in high school, there was things where it was like, I had a friend get exposed, or I had a friend get pregnant, and stuff like that just happens. But I'm just saying now that we all are humans, and we all grow, and we constantly growing, and we never stop growing, and we all learn. So life is full of learning experiences, and making mistakes, because mistakes we do need to learn from. So, in high school you're going to see a lot of that type of stuff. Middle school it happens sometimes, but in high school you're going to see it a lot more. So yeah, guys, like I say, when it comes to high school and you being a freshman, don't panic, don't get scared, don't get anxiety. Can't say don't get anxiety, because sometimes you can't just help it. I'm not even gonna lie, when I was a freshman, and actually when I was a senior, every year I had this little thing where I was so scared to walk in the cafeteria in front of a lot of people while they're eating, because there's so many people, and it's just like, I gotta walk through. Because we had a cafeteria where it was like one side and this side, and they had this little way here. And even if I went to the other way, where, basically I'm just saying I was scared to just walk around anywhere near the cafeteria with a bunch of people there. And that's just me. But yeah, guys, it's a new chapter in life. Be happy that you at least made it, and try to graduate, make the best of it, because high school does go fast. You got 4 more years, whether you want to go to college or not. Do well, it'll look good on you, and yes, guys, that's pretty much it. So yeah, guys, this is a video on some advice and some of a little bit of experiences of what I've been through in high school, and just to say this, y'all comment in the comment box and let me know how I did. Thumbs up my video, subscribe if you're not already. Let me know if I need to improve on anything, or was there something I just didn't hit on. And yes, I thank y'all so much, and y'all have a great day.